Hi there, and welcome to yet another replay of Commands and Colors Agents. We will today be playing Thermopylae again. If you watched my last video series, we played that battle, but with the middle gate scenario. This will be the grand overview scenario. I want to try it out because I think it looks cool. It's a more of a neat little battle compared to the middle gate. The Greeks only have 6 units here on the map board, and yeah, we have 3 of those special Spartan units there. And I also wanted to play it because I want to give Xerxes another chance. He got really thrashed and wrecked in the last battle. Sorry about the spoiler, by the way, if you haven't watched that video, but well, that's how it went. I also, before I start going through this battle, I noticed I had played one thing wrongly previously, and it's regarding the Spartan hoplites, the special hoplite units. They actually go as heavy in the class, meaning even though they have this blue symbol, I think that's a bit weird, maybe I don't know, but they are kind of a heavy class anyway, even though marked as blue, and they have 5 close combat dices. If you remember, I have only thrown 4 dices for them in battle, even though they have 5 blocks from the beginning. So that that will be a change. So that will be something that boosts the Spartan hoplite units on the Greek side. Also, I noticed this thing. They lack this note 2 thing here that the other hoplites have. And that's the rule where you can order mounted units, hoplites by mounted unit cards. But those are not, the Spartan hoplites are not subject to that rule, and I think I used that in the last battle. And I think that could have a very big impact on that scenario for the Spartan attack there. So I feel I own Xerxes a rematch here, but I will not play the middle gate again. So I will be the grand overview where we have 3 of these special Spartan units. So we will play it with the correct rules this time. We have some other hoplite, allied hoplite units here, so those guys can still be activated by that mounted unit cards. And well, otherwise I think this looks really hard for the Persians to win. They are really stuffed here in the up here. The units at the rear here cannot move forward because this mountain area here is impossible. So they have these bow units here in the front. As the Greek player will not just sit here and wait to be fired upon. They will of course charge in here if they get the possibility, and that could be really devastating for those poor light bow units there. On this side, the Persians have a bit more better chance, and also I think only this mountain here is the impossible one. So these mountains can be entered. So we could have a 3 hex line here for the Persians. I will not talk too much about this battle in this video because I did that in the middle gate video. So if you want some historical background, please check that out. So I will jump right into the War Council here. So we have the Persians with 5 command cards and Greeks with 6, meaning the Greeks will get 3 and Persians 2, as for my Solitaire rules. The Persians will actually move first, so they might get a chance to fire the bows before they get attacked. We fight till 6 banners. Let's check out the special rules. The Persian army receives 1 victory banner for each unit that exits the battlefield from... Okay, so if the Persians exit here, they will gain 1 banner. So they need to do 1 breakthrough here on either side and try to get those guys out. Then they actually can win by that. The 3 Persian immortal units are specials. We saw that in the last video. Basically they are medium infantry but boosted with ranged capability. So they have bows and can fire 3 hexes. And as a matter of fact, we have 3 of those guys, 2 here and 1 here. Yeah. What else? Hoplite rules is in effect. Spartans have these special guys. And all heals are impossible. Okay, I hadn't to read this through before I explain the situation here. So you cannot enter these hexes either. So it's there's a narrow, well, kind of narrow pass here where the Persians can exit if they do a breakthrough. Alright, so okay, let's keep that in mind. All mountain hexes are impossible. Good to know. So setup is done as usually. Well, let's have a quick overview here. So we have the Spartan guys here with Leonidas. We have the bow units. We have a warrior unit there, 2 mediums, the immortals, and then medium cavalry. And this is not cavalry. I mean, okay, the terrain is cavalry, but it's so narrow and so little room to maneuver. So cavalry can have a hard time to do something good here. On this side, we have, on the Greek side, we have a leader here, a nameless one, and then we have 2 medium hoplites and an auxiliary unit there. So 3 units here. Up here we have 2 bow units. We have the immortal in the back center, and then we have a warrior and an auxiliary. So that's the setup. And if the Persians don't manage to exit units here, they basically need to kill off everything here to win, because we need 6 banners. Of course we can get some from the leaders as well, but let's see. The Persians will start, as I said. So let's kickstart this and go with the Persians. Okay, so we have the Persians going, and they have two cards. They have 2 on the right, so they could start advancing there with 2 units, or they can order light troops. That's not too bad of a start, because we have, remember, well, let's say virtually we have 5 cards in our hand, so we can activate 5 units here. This means we could start firing, and we can move up and start firing here as well. I think that's a great start. Also, the only protection these guys get here from ranged fire is that they can ignore 1 flag. So hits are good here. We cannot, in close combat we can ignore 1 sword. So some protection there. Okay, so light unit it will be. So we'll activate these guys, and these guys, and also bows here. One thing could of course be to move something out of the way here in order to you know, get through some heavier troops, but I think I want to fire with full effect this turn. I mean, probably we will see a Greek advance here, and they will quite quickly, I'm sure, kill off some of these units, and then we got that gap anyway, even though it's over dead bodies. But anyway, so I will not do that. I will stay put and just fire with the Persian archers. And here we will march up. I think we are okay with just going one hex here. Yeah, I think so. So we go here and here. Let's take it easy. So we can now both fire at the same target if you want to. So that was the movement. So let's go on to the fire phase then. Let's start on this flank. So we got that guy firing on that guy in the middle. We need a blue, nothing there. Let's take the second one directly. And that's a miss as well. Well, at least we got these guys in position now. I'm not sure about the battle plan for the Greeks here. Should they advance and attack those guys, or should we just wait to defend it? I mean, this is a good defense point because the Persians can put up 2 guys and we can attack them with 3. But of course, they will just, if we don't act as the Greeks, they will just stay here firing and grinding us down. So I think we will need to go on the attack there as well. Okay, over to this side. The Persians will target Leonidas. So let's start from here. Leonidas. And these guys has stayed put and could take good aim, so they get 2 dice. And we're looking for blues. We got a flag. He just ignores that. So that was the first fire, not going too well so far. We got the second one. Should get at least 1 hit, right? No, nothing there either. And let's just take the last one as well against Leonidas. 1 blue, please. No. Crap. So this was a bad turn for the Persians, I'd say. I feel I have said that before in previous videos. So nothing there. We just discard this card and hide the card rack and get them another card. Oh my, this could be... Well, it depends on what hand the Greeks have, of course. So they have also a light unit. They have no light. Yeah, they have 1. They have the auxiliary. So if they play this card, they can activate 1 unit. They have 2 there and 4 in the center, which is not an awesome card to begin with. Maybe later in the battle, if we are fighting here, if there is a breakthrough happening, but I don't see that coming either. Anyway, we got 1 guy that can activate in the center. Or we can activate 2 on the right. And you know what, I will play this center card. Because I will now move up there and start the attack. And then I can then follow it up with these in the next turn. So that's what I will do. So I activate these guys. They march down here. And not to forget, we got 5 dice. Those are really heavy. So 5 dice against that poor Persian bow unit there. And we are not adjacent to a leader, unfortunately, because we would have gotten 3 hits. And you know what? We don't even hit them once. Okay, so bad rolls continue here. And those guys can actually fight back now with 2 dice. They don't hit with the swords, but if we find any blue, we will hit. And also flags needs to be taken. Those guys missed 2. So nothing really happening here other than we are seeing a Greek slow advance down here. So maybe that was not too impressive from the Greeks either. So kind of a lost turn for both. Not a lost turn, I mean, even though we don't hit anything with the Persians, we got these guys in position now to fire with full effect if we want to, and we got Greeks in position for the upcoming attack, because now we can also activate 2 units. We know that in the next turn on the right hand side here. Yeah, so let's continue with the Persians. So, inspired right leadership, or 2 units right. Seems we Persians are really focusing here now. They want to get those guys through. So we should come up with something. I think I'll play the cards in this order. I'll play this card first, because that means we can now link up the guys with the bow units here. Meaning if we play this, we can activate each and every unit over there next turn. So let's play this. 2 units here. So I will start with let's start with just activating an archer, and then maybe these auxiliary guys, or maybe not. Let's take these guys. The warriors will march up here. They're done. Now we have linked the whole line, you see, so we can use that card in a better effect next time. And we will now fire with 2 dice. We are in good position here, and let's fire at let's fire the flank instead now. So the Greeks' right flank there will be fired upon, and nothing this time either. Those arrows are just bouncing and hitting Spartan shields, or maybe not Spartans, but whoever those guys, whatever city those guys come from. Okay, that was that. So not too bad. I think we can do some good stuff next turn. Well, there is always the problem with room here, so I don't know how efficient that card will be anyway, but well, we can at least activate each and every unit there. So let's put that aside and check out the Greeks. So we have the lights from previously, we know this card, and we now have 3 in the center too. Now we have nothing in the center, so I wonder if we just, I mean, if we would play this card, are we just to, I think it's just a discard then, because we have no troops in the center, and there's nothing saying here that we can order, if we don't have any units in the center, order any units. So this is kind of a waste right now. So we efficiently only have two cards in our hand. But let's play this. Let's try to get things happening here. So 2 on the right, and it would be best to get Leonidas in the center here, because then we could, you know, benefit of the leader hits on his both flanks, but he's kind of in wrong position there. So I will do like this. Maybe not the most efficient way to do it, but I will activate those guys who marched up previously, and I will now march up, these guys to the center, meaning Leonidas will stay put a while there, and chaos in the line. Okay, like that. So Leonidas will stay put here. He can at least he can support those guys with the leader hits. But let's start on the flank. So those guys will hit hard there now. Now they should get some hits, I guess. Still no leader hits though. Okay, now we are seeing something happening here. 2 hits. 2 hits on those guys. No flags, and they will fight back with 2 dice, and they got 1 flag, so they actually pushed back 1 hoplite here, unit here. Yeah, that's what's happened there. So these guys crashed with those, killed off a few lines, but got pushed back. Kind of weird, but maybe they got fired upon or something and run back. Or maybe they claim it's a tactical retreat. Next up we have... I wonder if I want to hit those weakened guys here or actually attack those guys now, because I don't really want to see these Persians coming up the next turn and hitting me first, so I don't want to kill off that yet. So I will actually attack those guys in the middle there. Let's 5 dice again. And now we also hit with leader symbols. And we actually kill that unit completely, meaning they can anyway put up some guys there, but we're happy to receive a flag, I guess, or a banner. Let's put that there, and we could now advance into that gap. I will not do that because that means I can be hit by 2 medium guys here, so I will stay here and wait for my flank support. Anyway, first banner gained. So we're done with those guys. We hide the rack for the Greeks. Give them a card, and let's see if the Persians will implement their attack here or if they got some other card they can use now. Okay, 2 in the center. Not a good card for the Persians. They have 1 unit in the center section. That's cavalry stuck there in the back. So I think for a while now we will be going with only 1 card, unless we just play these, more or less discard it, and then we get a hopefully better card. But let's see, let's do this now. So 4 units plus, or the leader plus 4 units. So now comes the question, should we continue with the so far inefficient missile fire here, or should we move away with the archer and actually get those mediums up front? I'm really not sure how I should play this, because I know the Greeks will advance, or probably they will advance if they get the chance. And by that we could just stay here and attack with those archers as long as we can. I'm not sure. Or should we move up 1 more hex? I don't know if that's what we're looking for. You know what? I will just... I feel I don't have the power to overcome these guys. I want to weaken them a bit first. So I'll continue with the archer or the bow fire, but I will not move up any unit here either, because at least now we have 1 retreat path with those guys. And I also want to, if I get another activation here, I can move back those guys and move up something else. Remember, I have warriors there, so I can actually, if I can reach the enemy, I can go 2 hexes with that unit and still attack with a medium attack, meaning 4 dice. So I will do this anyway. So maybe this wasn't too awesome anyway, this card, but I'm hoping I will now get some hits. I'm not sure if I have a clear line of sight from that guy to the flank guy. I don't think so, actually. I think it can... I I'll be taught. Let's fire at the center guy again. So first fire, looking for blue symbols. At last we got one. So now we are beginning to wearing down these guys according to plan. And the other fire, yet another one. This is going good now. So I think the Greeks they will get in panic here if they cannot switch focus here. They want to have the focus here, I guess, but we are forcing them to act here now. Which gives us a bit room to breathe here. Okay, so that was not too bad of a turn anyway. For the Persians. So let's continue with the Greeks, and now they got this card, but it's not good enough. I mean, we can activate those hoplites with this card and also benefit of this +1 in the battle, but we cannot reach them yet. That's the problem here. Oh crap! This is a bad hand for the. Well, there's one good thing. We got this card, and since that guy retreated there, it's actually in the center again. So I think I'll play these and activate that guy again. So he will again march forward and attack those poor bowmen. 5 dice. I don't have too good of a hand for the Greeks now, but anyway. Okay, so we got 2 hits. I think that was what we were looking for. So those guys are now gone. We get yet another banner. And we could advance. But do I want to do that? I think not. So I will just end my turn there. It's too bad I cannot activate those Spartan special hoplites with this card. That would have been really awesome. Then we would get gotten a good attack going there. But no. So card there, and let's see what the Persians can answer with. Okay. Really bad. We got 2 center cards now. And we don't... Oh, this is not good. I mean, if we would had a leader in the center, like with that cavalry there, we could have, you know, activated that and then crossed the section line and activated 4 units here with this card, and that would have been good. So if we can in some way get our leader that's located there to move there, we can then use this card to activate a big bunch of units here. That could be good. So, but unfortunately we don't have the card to get that leader out there. So I can see what we can do here. So we just have to play these and more or less discard it, because we can activate that cavalry who's really stuck there. And that was the Persian turn. Sad but true. Okay. So we got the Greeks basically getting a free turn again, but they are also getting this really bad hand now. 2 light and this mounted charge that we cannot really use yet. So I guess we'll play this light, and well, let's start moving this auxiliary forward 1 hex. We can now at least throw some javelins, and let's throw them at those guys. It's 1 die, and green would hit. Nope. So both players having bad hands for the situation now. Let's see what the Persians got from the last card draw. Move, fire, move. Not too bad. So we of course play that, so we can order light troops now. So we will just activate those guys, and we have another one here. We have another light unit there who could... Thing is, those guys can move through own units. So we could move there, and next turn move through their own unit and actually place us there. Is that good? Well, at least we... No, I think I'll stay. I'll continue with skirmishing here with the Persians as long as we can. So let's start here. 2 dice against Leonidas. They're looking for blue symbols. We got one. So we have a casualty here. And we also need to check Leonidas' fate. Well, he got an arrow in his shield. But, well, kind of good. And then we have some fire here. Let's put the first fire on that weakened unit. Get the flag. He can ignore that. But I'm thinking of maybe taking that flag. But then I lose my support. It's not good, too good. Well, no, I don't take the flag. So these guys are done. And these guys, I'm not sure. I think the line of sight is blocked for the center unit by these guys now. So let's fire at the... No, let's fire at the auxiliary actually. Maybe we can do something there if we hit them. No, nothing. Now actually I can move with the lights again. And this time I actually think I do. I will end the skirmish phase here, so I will move through my own guys in the back. I get the chance now to get my heavier troops in front. I will move that guy there and actually move that guy there. So now we have the auxiliary in the front, we have a warrior unit in the front, so I think we can start hitting in some melee combat here if we get the correct cards for that. And as for these guys, I don't see any better place to move them than where they are. They still can do the ranged fire, and they cannot move back in their own lines here. So, I'm quite happy with the Persian turn here actually. So let's play the Greeks as well. Okay. Now they got the activation here. They got the lights again, and they got these one. But I think now's the time to push forward on the left hand side. So this card come in the pretty right moment, because now we're seeing the Persians moving here. So we can counter. So we play the 3 here. We can activate the leader as well as one of the units. We could get the first attack in already. I think we're gonna do that. So we take these guys, and actually the leader. So we move forward the hoplites. We move forward the leader to this weakened unit, and then we move forward with the auxiliaries, and they will now hit the enemy auxiliaries, or the Persian auxiliaries, with 3 dice. Hoping to inflict some damage. Well, auxiliaries hit with sword, so we got 1 block casualty there. But those guys will of course hit back. Oh, let's roll that again. So those were actually better off. They hit with 2, and also forced these guys to retreat. And I think auxiliary only retreats 1 hex. Let's double check that. Let's see, auxiliary infantry retreat 1, yes. So Greeks pushed back, and they are really weakened here now. I think I'm beginning to sense some victory on this flank for the Persians. Here it's still very, very uncertain. It's depending on the cards we get. So let's discard that one and pull another card for the Greeks. And I think I'll end this video here. So far, really fun. It's cool to see that both players have a flank where they are in the upper hand, so to speak. So we have, well, not a charge, but an attack going on here with the Spartans. They have killed 2 units here, okay, bow units, but anyway, they are starting to getting some progress here, and I mean, these guys are stuck here, so they cannot retreat and will be killed off if we don't do anything here with the Persians. The Persians has managed to get some casualties with skirmish fire, so Leonidas units is down to 4. On this flank we are seeing the Persians doing some successful skirmish in the beginning, and now we are seeing some movement here. So we have a very weak, not very weak, but a weakened Greek flank that could be hit hard by the Persians. Of course, depending on the card they get in their hand, if they can do their plan. Alright, so by that, just want to thank you for watching, and hope you'll get back for part 2. Bye for now.